Yeah. I love all bitches. Round, square, over bitches. Rich, poor, slave bitches. Smart, dumb, crazy bitches. Rude, horny, dirty bitches.
Woo! What's up, big dick? So, anyways, before we start off the video, I would like to thank Farming Nemo whatever his name is, for lending me his Drygore, whatever the fuck weapons they're called, rapiers. He bought them just for me, just so I could test them out for a video, and he sold them back and he lost 25 mil off them. So I just thought I'd tell him thanks a lot. That was great. And yeah, anyways, moving on. If you guys see him in the game, just be like, yo, you must have a big dick. So anyways, yes, moving on. Now these Drygore, whatever the fuck, rapiers, long swords, and maces they're called, they are very, very, very overpriced currently. So like I said, he bought the two rapiers put together. He bought for about 725 mil, and sold them for 700 mil like 30 minutes later. So they're being flipped a lot, it looks like. So if I were you guys, I would stay away from them for a little while at least. I think the reason they're actually really high is because, well, from what I've heard, they nerfed the drop rates for a little, like, quite badly, I guess. And plus, the first, like, 2 days where everybody killed it, everyone did fucking coin share because the things were, like, 100 mil each. So, I mean, there's not that many actually in the game at this point because the first 2 days, like, maybe, like, 30 came into the game, literally. Because, like, everyone coin shared after the first, like, 3 hours after the release. Everyone started coin sharing because it was really shitty. So, yeah, there was a huge panic the first few days. They're, like, 100 mil after, like, I don't know, first, like, day, basically. And they went right back up to, I guess, fucking 500 mil a piece. I don't really know. But yeah, disgustingly highly expensive, big dick. Anyways, so yeah, I ended up getting 45,000 experience with the two rapiers. Now, from what I believe, these rapiers are honestly more for bossing. It seems like they're definitely not for training. If you're gonna spend that much, I mean, I guess if you're really, really rich and they're kind of balanced out, I wouldn't mind buying them myself. But for 725 mil, I don't think so. I don't fucking no shoutouts could have been paid for that shit. So or any fucking bossing or anything like that. But so, yeah, they are quite pricey, obviously, and, yeah, 45k experience for 10 minutes of training I did. And, again, you'll get the people saying 10 minutes of training is not good enough. I stayed consistent both 5 minutes, not to mention the first one was a little bit slower when my testing the first 5 minutes of it, but I did have to get my momentum on, so it took a little bit of experience out of the 10 minutes I trained for. But, yeah, with the Chaotic Rapiers, it was exactly the same thing, basically. I'll move on to how much experience I gained from those in the next clip. But yeah, so that's how much experience I gained from them. And yes, these things do actually, you do have to repair them once you start using them. I think it costs double what Chaotix cost to repair. I didn't actually know this until like, well, whenever I fixed it, and then I figured out that, yeah, I used like 0.8% on both of them after 10 minutes of using them, I guess. So, you know, and it cost me 45k. So I'm guessing it costs like 5 mil or so to repair both of them or something around there. So, or 4.5 mil, I don't know. But yeah, I'll definitely say they are overrated. They're not meant for trading, I don't believe at all. I think they're mostly meant for bossing. They probably do destroy bosses for, you know, for that type. But for trading, they hardly make a difference. Now, maybe because I use momentum, I'm sure a lot of people would say, well, if you use abilities, you get a lot more experience. Well, I mean, I can train for 10 hours with momentum. I don't know if you can train for 10 hours with fucking abilities every single fucking minute. I mean, and if you can do that, then do it for a month, because I can trade momentum forever. So, I mean, like, I won't get tired out from that crap. So, I mean, if you're going to choose to train a 200 mil stat, like attack, defense, or strength, well, don't ever train defense with fucking melee weapons. Yeah, you will definitely not be doing abilities the whole time. So, yeah, maybe with using abilities, it might have been more experience an hour, but, I mean, with these Jadinkos on kill you hit them in like fucking two or three hits, so it's really not really worth to use abilities. I mean, you might one hit them with abilities here and there, but I mean, it can't be too much of a big difference. But of course, if you use a Steel Titan here, you get a lot more experience. I think it was like 15% more experience or 20% more. I remember I got about 300k an hour with just the rapiers and the Steel Titan. So it looks like it boosts up around 50k experience an hour more if you use a Titan. So you know, if you want to use that, go ahead. It's too much fucking effort for me though. But anyways, now this is me obviously using my the rapiers for chaotic. I got 41.7k experience in 10 minutes of time. That is also again activating momentum. I went AFK for a little while and I came back, so it's completely fair what I did. I used momentum 2 times, had to activate it while I started the timer. I did use overloads for my timer. I didn't actually time it with a an actual stopwatch kind of thing, but I thought that was quite accurate. So I mean, there's really no need for a timer. So yeah, like I stated, I guess the rapiers and the chaotics are still really good for just Slayer, but and for training, if you're gonna, because you do have to train attack and strength these days, even after you're done 200 mil Slayer, unfortunately. There's probably a way you could actually not have to do that, but you'd have to do a lot more Slayer attacks that are all melee, which would slow down Slayer by a lot more. So, any melee Slayer task slows down Slayer by so much because it's like 60k an hour at the max or like 70k. And then you get magic tasks, 300k an hour at Ganodermics. It's like so unbalanced. But yeah, like I said, with the Rapiers, I got 41.7k, so it's hardly making a difference at all. I've killed a few more if I use those, 700 mil weapons. But yeah, I guess that's kind of all I have to say. So hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed and you guys have a little more explanation on these weapons. What I would definitely say is overpriced for sure, and definitely not needed at all. Maybe for something that has a lot of HP, then yeah, I'd probably end up using them. But for something that has very little HP and it dies quickly, you really don't need any special weapons.